first game I want to show you is the simple rock game. So I have just a mixing bowl here. You can use a ceramic bowl. It might be just as fun for them. The key is the when you throw a rock, it just needs to be like nice and noisy, and that would gravitate your child to playing with this toy. So the goal of this game is to increase the number of rocks and not let your child just go and like, you know, play with them with their hands and stuff. This has to be like more of something that you direct them, and once they get a hang of it, they will do it themselves. But the key with this is to increase the number of rocks that they throw in the ball. So they're gonna be just picking them up and just throwing them, picking them up, and you can actually start a notebook and keep track of how many rocks they throw. And as that increases, that shows that's actually a good sign. It means that they're learning, that their attention span is growing, and this is what you want. So, but the key is here is the noise. They get like fascinated by this. And don't let them put them in the mouth. So the next game I want to show you are these, they're called Quadratic Game in Russian, so they're the squares. So you start, there are different levels of this. This is the very simple level. There are more complex. So once they're like, get comfortable with that, and this one you can start at 9 months of age. What they have to do, and then let me show you. So this is how you show. Put the orange square into the orange window and show them how to do it, and then let them try it themselves. And then they're very like, these are the very basic ones. So like you can start 9 to 12 months. It should be like a perfect age. And they should put them in the right window. So they need to identify the color, and then they need to figure out how to put them in so they fit. By 2 years of age, they should have like no problem doing this for you. So once they're comfortable doing this one, you can advance them to the next level. As you see, they're a little bit more, you know, more complicated, I guess, for them. And at this age, we're doing now these, like I have like two additional levels. So these are like becoming like a little more. Let me see if I can. These are like more complicated. See. That and then I don't know which level is more complicated, this one or that. That's what they look like. So this is also a Russian toy, Russian Mosaic. You can find an American version, I guess, of this game. I'll show you to you later, but let me just start with that. Also, find like small little pieces here. Just be careful. Don't let your child put them in their mouths. So the key here is the grip. So the grip is they need to put that in their hands like this, like with their 2 fingers. So the thumb and the index finger need to hold that little piece of puzzle. And the key here is to put into that, you know, board, the circle. So initially, all they do is just putting them in with their 2 fingers. And if they're using like 3 or 4 or whatever, like, you have to correct them and say you only do it with these two, and you like show them. So they grab and they put it into a hole. So early on, you can just start putting them in with them, and that's it. And also count how many they do, and then keep track of how many they can put in, how many they, and then at the end they have to take them out as well. That's also like a big activity for them, just putting them in and taking them out. That's all you're doing is just that on the very first level. Then you can start doing like, and I call them tracks for Thomas, the train engine, because we had like the set of toys for like the train. And to keep him motivated, I used like Thomas was crying, he needs a track. So we would build a track. So the goal was here is to build like a long track of these puzzle pieces, so all the way to the end. So you start from simple, and then you become like, you make it more complex for them. Once they're comfortable building the full line here, ask them to do another line next to it. Make sure that the pieces are the same color. So you start with for the green one, then the 3 blue one, and the red one. So they do it that way. but that's closer to 2.5, 3. Maybe your child can do it earlier, but I wouldn't like push them too much. If you start pushing them too much, they're gonna hate these games. So make sure you don't overdo it and keep it fun. Keep it fun. So that's a really good game. We played that a lot. I'll show you English version of that I found on probably Amazon or one of these. So it's this game right here. I'm using that now with my oldest one. He's 4, almost 5 now. But they have like different cards, and you can build that puzzle using these different shapes. But for little babies, since these, I don't think these are sold in the US. At least I don't know, you have to search for them. So here you can just maybe find just the, for example, just the squares. They're bigger, see, they're much bigger than the ones that I have, but still, it's better than nothing. So they just put it like that, the same idea. You know, just build a track for Tom. All right, so that's that for Mosaic. So the next game I want to show you is something that I just did myself. So this is just a box from a regular spice jar. What I like about it is the cap. So you can see these have 3 holes in there, and this is just like a larger hole. But I used to have a bunch of these. I don't know what happened, but you can buy them, I guess, at the craft store, or you can just use regular noodles or spaghetti and let your child throw. Joey, can you please move?
I don't have this.
Let your child throw them into the jar. Also, keep track of how many sticks they can throw. This is a great educational game. Eye hand coordination, putting them in the container. It's perfect. Perfect. Not that many toys like that out on the market. You can make it yourself with just simple things you can find around the house. All right, so the next one, okay, I have Rafi here. Are you gonna help me film my video? Yeah. And Joey, okay, thank you guys. Hold on, can I just show them and then you can play? So I'll show you the box for this particular game. So as you see, there are different ones. So there are spiders, ants. There are ladybugs, bumblebees, and then we have a grasshopper. So this is a sorting game. They can use, so we can use tweezers, which is more advanced, but initially they can use hands to sort them. You can use tweezers to sort them, or you can use whatever comes with them, which is that little thing, that kind of like scissors, have that grip to sort them as well. Perfect game. I got this at the learning store. It's a perfect game for sorting. So the next game I want to show you is it's called wooden Gearboard. So this is important for their skills to put on their socks, because as I mentioned in my prior videos, it's very important that they develop that ability to like service themselves, which is getting dressed and getting undressed. So this is perfect for putting like their perfect practice for learning how to put their socks on. So in this you can use so as you see, there are different pins, and their goal is to put the rubber bands on those pins. So this is what we did. You can get very fancy with that. So you can do it like in one direction, like that, and then you can also do it in that direction vertically. So I want to do a special a segment on these pins. They're perfect. You can buy plastic ones. The only thing, make sure they're easy to press, because especially the little ones, you want to make sure it's comfortable for them. And they can hang their like socks, like put a little string and like let them hang stuff, or just initially just let them just hang those pins. Joey, you're being very loud.
I'm making a soup.
You should see what my son is doing. See? They're making something out of this. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be cleaning up for a long time after this. Oh my gosh.
Nice soup.
Oh my gosh, they're making soup out of all of these fine motor skill toys. But yeah, pins are super important. So play with that, figure, like make a game, like whatever your child wants to like hang. You know, make it fun for them and they'll love it. So another couple games that I want to show you. Actually, it's a lot of fun. The coolest thing here is the keys. So the keys, so you need to put in the right key into the right door to open it. So, like that. Very good for their cognitive development because they need to put it in the right way, they need to match the color, and all that good stuff. Totally recommend this one, very awesome. Totemzam, so what's great about this one, and my kids were obsessed with that early on. So you make different, so this is more 7, so I guess that's a more complex one, but you can start with simple ones like that. So that's for like 2.5, closer to 3. Honestly, you can try it earlier, but I mean, I don't know. I think mine did that a little, like 2.5. As you can see, there are a bunch of, you can use the chapsticks. It's a great way for your kids to learn how to use the chapsticks. Ideally, they want to like take them out with their chapsticks and then build it. Yeah, really awesome. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you find that information helpful, please make sure you hit that like button so more people can find this video. Make sure you hit subscribe and share. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.